Where are we in terms of printing organs from people's views?
You know, it's advanced, but we're not anywhere close to like 3D printing a complex organ like a heart or a kidney or liver. There's some pretty amazing work out of Mass General and others are getting, you know, to make a 3D printed kidney, it doesn't need to look like the kidney that comes out of you or an animal. I think in some ways other technologies are going to move past that. And this actually is a question for super longevity here. You may have heard of, you know, talked about gene editing, CRISPR. Groups that started in George Church's lab in Boston now have a company called eGenesis that they're humanizing pigs. So you can take a human-sized pig, you know, they're 200, 300 pounds. You can knock out some of the genes for pig antigens and their immune system genes. You can knock in some of the genes from humans. And when you take a heart or a kidney from that pig and it has some of the right immune markers from humans and knocks out some of the sugars and others that come from that pig, you can have a humanized pig organ that can be used for xenotransplantation. So we might argue, it might be a little animal farmish, but if you're on the organ transplant wait list, which is often long, and it might not be kosher, but you'll take that organ from the pig, and that might essentially extend the lifespans of people who would otherwise be dying of heart disease or cancers where they had to lose a liver or beyond. So that's where I think it's almost going to trump the ability and need to 3D print a complex organ, because we'll already have all that complexity coming from a humanized animal.
It's fun. I mean, I wonder if, I have a feeling that the rabbinate would make it kosher because you're saving a life. In theory, everything trumps everything, right? If you're saving a life, it trumps.
Yeah, the Talmud said, it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek joke, but
I know, but I was playing out the joke. I like playing out the joke.
Yeah, I'm sure all sorts of things are allowed when you save a life. You know, I think the Orthodox rabbi can have a pig heart valve. I don't think that's a problem, but it does bring up the question, like, who's going to get those organs? How do you ration them? If, you know, we certainly ration regular organ transplants, but when you could have an animal farm, you could have your own Johnny Boston pig ready to go, or you may have your own personalized stem cell lines that have been manipulated and turned into your own organs in the freezer. So that's a whole other sort of flip on the equation. We're not going to freeze your brain at the end of life from whatever reason. We'll just keep replacing body parts in clever enough ways to the point where you're getting rebuilt, just like, you know, you see a Model T going down the street right now. It's a 100-something-year-old car. Most of those parts have been slowly replaced over time. And some of them are hard to get, and some of them are now hand manufactured, but it's still a Model T. So I think
we are all ships of Theseus. We're all being rebuilt all the time.